Damn, that is strong. Boy, that does have a bit of, it's not dirty sock. It's, well, okay. That is interesting. Oh, we're live. Thank you.
I thought you saw me clicking around there.
I did not. I was just contemplating.
Drew from the Scotch 4 Dummies is tuning in. We've been trying to go live. YouTube has had some technical difficulties.
First time we saw their, what they call it, their little monkey.
The monkeys were dispatched to address the problem. Bird Dog is here, box of quality. We got done. We were actually into crunch time. We only had one video recorded for Wednesday. We had to get together to get some more shot.
Right.
We've been done. YouTube was having some problems, and here we are. We are actually sipping on a little bit of Springbank 12 cast strength.
Which has, it's good, but it's got a slight.
No spoilers.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to wait for the review.
Sorry, you got to wait for the review of that one.
Roy is here. Aqua Vitae. Ron Bout. Sam Spears. Oh, Sam. Sam ain't been able to tune in for a while.
This hat I put on for you, brother.
Chef PC. Toon Van Rouge. Paul Dewar. Bobby Parnell. Dwayne Large. Apparently, we've been we haven't done a live for a while.
It's been a while. Ron Bout said he's just finished the Japanese decante tweet tasting. Okay.
We actually had a few well, we did Vin was the last live stream we did. We didn't do one yesterday, which was Father's Day.
Sure. Spend it with the fam.
And then the last time we got together to film was a Friday night or a Saturday night late.
We did a
Friday night. No, it was Friday night. We both worked all day.
That's right.
Then you got home and mowed, and you were tired.
And the whiskey met me only halfway on that first one.
Colorless Blue Things is tuning in. And Drew is pointing out the Scotch 4 Dummies are in crunch time as well. Vacations, and they're too short. We have discussed a couple of times. Roy is tuning in. And Roy has put this out so his followers know. We were invited along with Roy. There's a couple of other YouTubers that were invited to Austin, Texas. To the Whiskey Vaults opening of their distillery down there.
Right.
August 25th. Is that right?
Joining their tribe. That is right. What is, did they put the name out of their distillery yet? I think they did, but I can't remember what it was. Do you recall?
No. Well, we will need to look that up before we go.
That's right. Definitely. I can't remember it.
Roy is flying in though. We're gonna get to meet Roy down there.
A ship, I suppose.
Actually, we agreed to be his Uber, basically.
Yeah.
Pick him up and shuttle him from the airport around.
We will shuttle.
Today we do have, like I say, we come in. We've been waiting for YouTube to go live. We'd poured a little bit of Springbank 12 cast strength, but that's not what we're here to talk about. But I'm going to take another sip.
You got to sip it. Strong. We are going to be talking about Banknote, which is a blended Scotch whiskey. It's 5, is that what that, aged 5 years. It's got a lot of it almost looks like parchment paper writing, and I can't read half of it.
Oh, Bobby Parnell is commenting. He believes it's Crowded Barrel is the name of their distillery, and that sounds right.
Oh, Crowded Barrel. 43% ABV is Banknote. Crowded Barrel.
Food Quig was about ready to go to bed.
Really?
He's staying up.
Oh.
He pulled a Quig. He's staying up for us.
It's because he works all night, right?
Yes, he does. Paul Dewar is saying bring our merchandise for people to buy. Are you going to be down there, Paul? Are you going to come see us in Austin, Texas?
We will bring some merch.
We are also working on, though, October is our 5th year anniversary, and we are working on a whiskey gathering, per se, in Wichita.
Whiskey Live. We're going to have a live show.
We're still trying to hash out some of the main details. We're going to do a dinner, a steak dinner, and a tasting, official tasting on Friday night.
Right.
Saturday will be a free hangout in the afternoon until 5 p.m. and then tickets. You'll have to have a ticket to stay after that for another dinner and live music, hopefully.
Right. And a live show in there, right?
Yeah. And we'll be live streaming and stuff from there too.
Very casual.
Yeah.
Very casual. A little bit seat of our pants, right?
Uh-huh.
A little bit. We don't know what to expect crowd-wise. I mean, we've got several local whiskey clubs said they were interested. Mm-hmm. They alone could really turn out, but
it'll be in Wichita, Kansas, Christopher. October 20th is the weekend. I believe the 19th is Friday and Saturday is the 20th. October 18th is actually our 5-year anniversary from posting videos on YouTube.
We did have a fireman who's in a group that plays bagpipes. Mm-hmm. And he said they would like to be there. Don't know if they can, but they would like to. So we may be able to have some pipers in there. So we'll see. Again, it's kind of a little ad hoc. The focus is definitely more on the gathering and less on, in my feeling. You tell me where I diverge from you.
You were talking about the bagpipers?
Yes.
They were talking about coming out for the 12 hours of boom.
No,
I thought.
No.
Oh, I thought when you talked to me the other day, you're talking October on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know originally they had said the 12 hours of boom as well when we first met them.
Gotcha. The one guy kind of bumped into said, I said, hey, we're going to be doing a gathering, a live show, and he gave me his card.
Good.
So he couldn't promise anything, but he said he'd talk to their guys. But what I see is definitely the face-to-face, having a live show, filming it right there, dragging a few people on camera.
Bird Dog says he'd walk a country mile to hear some pipers.
Oh, there you
go.
Bird
Dog just got a shout out in one of the reviews we just filmed.
Yes, he did.
Whiskey Throttle. Daniel wants to know if he can pitch a tent in the backyard. Yes, you can.
That's for Bird Dog. It's a picture of some wolves.
James Hope has just got a bottle of Glendronach Cast Strength Batch 7. Anyone tried it yet? No. We haven't had any of the Glendronach Cast Strengths. I did have a small sample of one a while back. Matt Rossetti is here tuning in. Whiskey Life. I was looking back up to see who all's tuned in. So this is the banknote. What'd you say? It's a blended Scotch whiskey, 5 years old, 43%.
Yep.
Kind of the label looks like a banknote, actually.
You think? To me, it looks like
parchment.
parchment.
Parchment paper?
Yep. A blended Scotch whiskey with light and fresh aromas combines vanilla. I do get the vanilla sweetness, the delicate fruit notes, soft feel on the palate, and develops into a gentle and subtle spice flavors with a mellow and pleasing sweet oak finish.
Oh, there's a nice sweetness in there. What was it?
There's
was
definitely
it
a sweet underlay.
Was it a sugar or a citrus? Might need another small dash. Sam Spears wants to know what the weather is like in October in Wichita. We are on the cusp of winter. Generally, if the weather is good, we should see maybe 50s, 60s in the daytime if it's nice.
Should be 60s.
And 30s overnight.
Okay.
40s.
And if
you're lucky, 40s.
If we get unlucky, there'll be some cold northern wind that'll blow in.
Well, yeah, but where we're looking at having the Saturday
sheltered from
Friday night would be the steak dinner and the official tasting, and actually we're looking at Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, seeing if they can come in,
checking on
and do a tasting.
Right.
Saturday night is going to be right now it's a covered outdoor patio area, but we talked to the owner.
Options.
He's actually hoping to have it enclosed by October.
Right.
All of it.
Has he gotten back with you? Is that the new recent?
I
remember he had some plans.
Well, okay, so where we're having that, Josh is who we had met at one of the whiskey tastings.
Right.
And his dad owns the place. Josh has contacted me and said they're in. and we just got to get them the details.
Got it.
Art Newsom. Haven't seen you tune in before.
He retracted his message.
Well, he says, "Is this your full-time gig?" And then retracted. And I don't know, but no. Hopefully, someday this is our full-time gig.
Right now, it's our fun time gig.
Frank Lampert is commenting that his bottle of banknote got a lot better after a few weeks.
Okay, I'm
agreeing. It's better today than it was when I first opened the bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I get like a sweet tartness, almost like a hard candy. Vanilla note.
What about, okay, it's a 5-year. What do you think? It doesn't feel like a 5-year. It feels like a 10-year-old, 8 to 10-year-old Scotch, I think. My palate, I mean, just close your eyes, don't know it's 5 years old. It doesn't feel that young. We've had harsher, younger whiskeys. What's so funny about that? Why'd you laugh?
We've had harsher, younger whiskeys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Than this one.
I don't think it's, I wouldn't say it's harsh at all.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. For 5 years old, it comes off much older.
Do you get a little bit of odd bitterness in the finish?
Not getting any bitterness. Before, when I first had it, it seemed like there was a lot of caramel. And I almost thought if E150 has flavor, this is it. Is what I thought originally.
Sure.
It's not. It is not as pronounced now, and it's a lot better now than when I first opened it.
I get an astringent mouthfeel in the finish. It's this. There's something that's a little bit dry and dusty, and
yeah, Frank is pointing out. Frank says the strange aftertaste that he initially tasted seemed to fade with time, which I would agree with. It's gone, whatever it was at first. It's a lot better now.
Getting an odd finish. I wouldn't say bad, just dry, astringent, and slightly bitter on the finish, which is very different to me. A little bit cotton ballish.
Yeah, I suppose a little bit, which doesn't bother me. It doesn't put me off. I know astringency and oak are like your
I don't mind astringency.
Kryptonite.
Wood, a heavy oaked woodiness, I do not like. I wouldn't say kryptonite in terms of weakening me.
Okay.
No.
Now, well, Bart doesn't know anything about the banknote 5-year, and I didn't either.
No.
Me and Frank was both in Plaza Spirits one day, and Rainier brought this up when we were looking at it, and I think Frank had it actually before that, but I bought it because
you and Frank were in.
Because thanks for the correction.
Sure.
I'm ignoring you.
That's fine.
1995.
Yeah.
I was like, for $20, I'll try it.
Sure.
Supposedly, and I think Rainier, I don't know if Frank, you guys both said that Ralphie gave this a thumbs up. Basically, he actually reviewed it. And if Ralphie doesn't review something, he doesn't like it.
Right. I don't know if I like that. I mean, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. But for $20, I think it's worth it. I think it's pretty good. Is it the best? No.
The finish, and I'm used to, and I love a good finish. It's probably my favorite thing out of Scotch in general is there's some just beautiful, long-lasting finishes. And the finish here leaves me wanting.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
It's a $20 bottle.
Sure.
It still leaves you wanting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would leave me wanting
something
with a better finish. What? Just a better finish.
It's not peated, obviously.
You know, I've had some Macallans that aren't peated, and they're really good. I'm fine with not being peated.
Rombout is tuning in. He says that E150 does have a taste and a smell. He did some nerdy insights. And Rombout, I saw that when you did it. I'm not sure. I would like to know how
they say.
Well, when Rombout did it, though, he had water in a glass, and he added like a drop of it. And it was, I mean, it really colored the glass.
I hear it's a great coloring.
So what I'm wondering, though, is how much is, say, a 750, how much actually goes into that compared to, you know, what you had in your glass. Does a drop in a 750 do the same as it did into a 1 ounce sample? Obviously not.
Well,
it's going to be diluted.
Because the problem is they put it into a giant vat of like 800 gallons.
Yeah, but so on a scale where Rombout added a drop to his glass, how much or of that drop or how many drops ends up in a 750?
Right.
So, yeah.
Sure. Everybody says you can't taste it, and then some
that's right.
swear you can.
Rombout added it to Lagavulin 8 to see what it did.
Really?
Aqua Vitae was about Eric Wade is visiting. He's in Scotland. He was at Glengoyne today and had a master's tasting class.
Wow.
Done by Bill at the distillery. Guess they were getting ready. I did not see it. They were getting ready to go live. Eric, they were about to go live at 9 p.m., which is 7 minutes ago. Scott missed the memo. Eric has switched his live. We'll be done. Give us 10 minutes, maybe.
Sure. Eric switched his live. He sucked away the wind or something.
Yeah. Pop the link in here, Aqua Vitae. And tell you what, if you're talking to Eric, are you going live with him? If you are, just pop the link in here. And then when we're done, don't even say 9:45 because we're not going to be live for that long. That's 30 minutes away. Well, depending on Sir talks a lot.
Appreciate the knighthood.
Well, they're in Scotland. They understand the Sir stuff.
Bart has on his Ralphie cap. Right. That's why I said I appreciate the knighthood.
Yes, right. I did not see the time or wasn't paying attention. I remember Eric did say something he was going to go live from his hotel. So he's in Glasgow and excited to talk about his first ever distillery visit.
Aqua Vitae says awesome.
Swami's here. Swami hit 1,000 subscribers the other night. Congratulations, Swami.
Way to go. Yeah. I would agree with Frank.
Yeah, so teachers. Teacher, he likes, we've got teachers. You want to look at them side by side real quick?
Grab. I got a handle. You want to grab it?
Is it open?
Yeah. I like to use it in a rusty nail.
Let's look at it. I think the banknote is going to come off better. Let's see.
What do you? Oh, you still got some spring.
That's spring bank. New York State Whiskey and Pipes wants to know if we've ever given a score of less than 80. Well, I have. But now I'll tell you, here's my thoughts. Here's my scoring. Every bottle before it's opened to me is an 85. And it either goes up or it comes down. 85 to me meets expectations, which is high. We do a lot of good whiskeys. I score a lot. My median range is probably 88 to 92, somewhere in there. So you just kind of have to watch me and know where my score is. Bard is a harsher scorer than I am. So your median is probably 86 to 90. A couple points lower than mine.
I would say anything 90s and above is an exceptional whiskey. Anything kind of, it's more like a B, C. But I would say most all whiskeys coming out, the quality is above board everywhere.
Yeah.
Good whiskeys are released. Yeah. I mean, I've got great whiskeys that are in the 80s and they're still really fine whiskeys. The really exceptional ones crack into the 90s. And I've had a few in the 70s, not much below. 70s, I would probably qualify as something I wouldn't buy, and I probably wouldn't even keep it on the shelf unless I had like a I want to put something in my Sprite. Pop, here, have a little bit of this. And then I would hand that off. That's some of I like teachers for a little bit, but I like it mixing a little bit.
Before I get to the teachers, I would say the banknote is coming in about an 85 for me. It's right at the median expectations for me. Now, Christopher Malloy, real quick, is pointing out that ppm is ppm, colorant is colorant. It's unrelated.
Right.
Actually,
Parts per million.
ppm is parts per million,
Right.
and it can be colorant, not
Sure.
peat. They use it with peat, but
Right.
you could have peat's parts per million.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then you could have how many parts per million of the
Colorant.
Sure.
As well.
Because that's just a dilution.
Same as with a gas in the air. Cyanide.
You're the expert on that.
Well, cyanide
goes
has
to the deadly.
Yeah, well, there's a parts per million.
It's true.
To anhydrous ammonia.
Sure. You
all
get
that
a little
stuff,
bit,
so-
you're fine. A little bit more, dead.
Yeah. Well, it has the higher parts per million, the more chance of killing you it has.
Gotcha.
So
Bad news. Yeah.
I'm just now going into the teachers.
Okay. I like it. Teachers is smooth, creamy.
Mhm.
A lot of vanillas.
Yeah.
The vanilla cream. I mean, I think it even says cream on it. I think Highland cream. Yeah. I mean, I get a creaminess, which is why I do like the Highland. Sorry.
No, I was laughing at the
teachers.
comment. Oh,
It's not
the Highland. Yeah.
Oh, Highland
Cream.
I don't know why I said that.
Actually, I'm going to stick by. I think I like the banknote a little bit over the teachers. Because the teachers is a lot more vanilla, a lot more cream. The banknote brings a little bit more oak, along with vanillas, some of those more traditional flavors.
What? I'd go teachers all day long. Teachers is also one. I mean, it's part of the deal. I wouldn't mind. Like I said, anytime I'm wanting to do some kind of rusty nail, I love throwing some teachers in there. So it's a good July, August mixer for me. Whoa, Kaplan's off the phone. You scroll down.
Rombout has a 220-point scale for his nerd awards.
Wow.
Because we were talking about the parts per million, I think.
Hmm.
And Whiskey Throttle points out there's parts per million of asbestos.
Kaplan wants to know if you've been poisoning anyone lately. He does. It would be me. I would be the first
That's
to go.
right.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm not feeling good, Scott. Have another gram.
Yeah.
Have another. I'm getting bitterness. Don't worry about that. That's just almond.
Bitter almond.
Oh, Danny, I've avoided teachers since they changed the formula. Okay, I don't remember a formula change. I must have missed that. It's still pretty okay, though. Like I said, I like it more for cocktails.
You don't even make cocktails.
Rusty Nail.
When?
A year and 8 months ago. I actually, the Drambuie got a little bit too sweet for me. It really did. I do like.
I mean, when I make a rusty nail, it's like a splash of Drambuie.
Mm-hmm.
Some people it's like 1 part to 1 part.
Well, that's what I was doing. It was too much.
And I think originally, actually, some I've seen are like 2 ounces of Drambuie to 1 ounce of Scotch, which is way too sweet.
Ugh. Yeah, 1 to 1 is what I was doing with a lot of.
I would
ice.
do like 2 ounces of whiskey with like a splash of Drambuie. That's just like a hint of that sweet liqueur.
That's a better way of going. I was doing 1 shot or 1 ounce for 1 ounce with a lot of ice. It was too sweet. But when it was super hot, I could sit out tons of ice, put it in, and enjoy it. When it gets really hot, I don't like the peated whiskey as much. I like something a little lighter, a little sweeter.
We are having the 12 Hours of Boom, just speaking of cocktails.
July 7th.
One of our guests is Cocktail Maven. She's big on Instagram. She just contacted me earlier because I'd said, hey, do a cocktail, make it kind of simple-ish, because we're simple folk.
Right, yeah.
She is sending us everything. She's going to pre-measure out everything for it. I don't know what cocktail it is.
Wow.
And she's going to send it to us. So we'll have everything here. And all we have to do is mix it with her.
That is neat.
During the 12 Hours of Boom.
That is really neat.
Yep.
I like that. I got you you seem like you would be a mixologist to me. I got you that one book once for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I could see, and I wouldn't mind doing it as well, but I could see if we did go full time, we would have like Tuesday, Cocktail Tuesday or something. I could see that. If we're ever able to retire from the day job, I could see us having a special cocktail day. Definitely.
Carl Van Volgum is here.
Volgum.
Hello, Dummies. Sipping Tomatin 2007, 9-year full maturation rum cast to celebrate Belgium's victory against Panama in the World Cup.
I haven't been following.
Yeah, I don't follow soccer.
I followed some stuff early, and I
think Mexico just had a big win.
Really, what I loved was the controversy that Russia kind of bought off from FIFA having it there, and then it looks like they got their team kind of seeded with the first 3 pretty easy wins, is what I was seeing. And then apparently there was an investigation, and whoops, Russia's hard drives were wiped somehow. Nobody quite knows what happened. Yeah, I love that stuff. But that was kind of neat. That actually got me interested in it.
Well, anybody that's tuning in that doesn't know, Whiskey Throttle, Daniel, dates Julia Photography. She started doing some YouTube reviews, and she just did like a 2-minute little deal. Yep. They're very nice photography.
She works in her photography,
nice lighting and everything. A little deal. Her grandpa drank teachers, and so she just did a little video on that.
Cool.
So yeah, check out Julia Photography.
They're like 2-minute vignettes.
Yeah,
right. Maybe even a minute and a half. Yeah, vignette. Yeah. They're nice.
Let's go. Let's start to wrap it up.
I think Whiskey Throttle just needs to start going by the Duke.
Yeah.
When we hung out with him live that last time, I felt like the Duke was in the room. Very laid back, just lays it out. Rides away in the sunset. All right. Do we need to clear the channel so the sniper can go live?
I'm going to say I still think Teachers is very nice.
It's a cool.
It's very smooth.
Class. Yeah. It's
very light. It's vanilla and cream. The banknote to me still just has a little bit more punch to it. Well, it's gone now. I just tried the last of it.
Okay.
Here, I'll just pour those.
Let me straight in. How about straight in?
Whiskey Throttle would like to see you drink from the bottle.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a little bit more to the banknote. Both good.
Okay. There is more to the banknote.
Yeah.
The finish just leaves me a little more bitter where the teacher leaves me with that sweet cream. But there's definitely more to the banknote.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you.
Yeah. I think if you spent some time with them side by side and whatnot, I think you're going to come out.
This has been open for a long time.
That's still cheaper. The Teachers is cheaper than the banknote, though, too. I don't think you can get a half gallon of the banknote for $30. What the Teachers.
I don't even remember what I got it for. Yeah.
Jason C is just tuning in. He's a little late to the Scotch party, but banknote is a good value dram. Yeah, we got it for $20 here in our area. At first, when I first opened it, I didn't care for it, and I thought it wasn't worth $20. It's gotten a lot better.
I'd be interested if it opens up a little more as we go.
Yeah. And really, we haven't even drank that much out of the bottle, although Bart just got his lip juices all over it.
Hold on. Hold on a sec. Put my tongue on a little bit.
Yeah, good shout out real quick. Top Whiskeys. They're tuning in. They just did a live stream with Swami. I just reached out. We got your email back. We want to do a live stream with you sometime, so we'll hook that up. Got some good videos coming out.
Very good. You know, we were can't even talk now that I drank from the bottle. We reached out to MGP. Thought we had them for a particular segment. Lost them.
Yeah.
However, they do have 2 different ryes coming out, a cask strength rye and then their regular rye called their what is it? I'm going to forget.
I remember. I was just going to see if you remembered.
It's something Velt.
Is it the one you texted me?
Yes.
I've got
Rossville. It on my Rossville. It's Ville with an E on the end of it. You're right.
Rossville rye.
The Rossville rye. I'm very, very excited by this. But and I'm gonna take the blame here. I don't think it's you. I think it's maybe me that makes them slightly nervous. Well, I'm not quite as reserved. Like that, tugging from the bottle. They might be like, ooh. Ah.
No, I doubt that's it.
You don't think that's it? Could it be the hats I wear on occasion?
I thought you was going to say like through your communications.
No. The communication's been great.
The show, no, they probably.
No. They did say they wanted to meet before they blah, 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 with the whatever we offered on the show, da, 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 da. They actually had talked about they wanted to kind of meet, but then one of their reps was like, I'm your guy. I'm there. And then just today it was like, hey, the samples are still coming, but And I was like, okay. So I don't know. I was just wondering what made him nervous. I figured it had to be me. It had to be the big guy. It's not going to be you. Are you going to make him nervous? Come on.
No, I would say because he actually had to go to the board of directors or whatever and ask for permission. I wonder if they just feel if it's going to be a bash session.
Which surprises me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm a big fan of what MGP's doing.
Exactly.
Right. And the idea that what they're doing is with their own release of rye is they're bringing what should probably be their best rye, which is going to be really, really interesting.
New York State Whiskey and Pipes points out that they probably saw the woman's T-shirt, which is the turn the frown upside down.
That could be. Yeah, they go to the last year's boom and they're like, pick one of these. Which one do we want? What about Whiskey Caveman? Let's go. And I can just see the board of directors there like, go ahead and throw. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
You're like, oh, no, not today.
Pull the permission. Still send him the bottle. But what the hell's going on there? He's got to turn the frown upside down woman's shirt on. It's like a moo-moo on a man.
Hoyt Hemphill is here. Santa Cruzan is here. My Bourbon Journey. Scott will be joining us for the 12 Hours of Boom.
Yeah.
July 7th. I've seen a couple of comments, so that's coming up right around the corner.
You got to like the quote of moo-moo on a man. I figured that one would resonate with you.
I wasn't even listening. I was just letting you go, and then when you took a breath, I jumped right in there.
Good jump.
Night Ron Bout. We'll see you. I think we're getting ready to wrap up. Eric and Roy, are you guys ready to go live?
Mm-hmm.
If you are, get ready. Get the link in here. I didn't see the link. If you need to post it, Roy.
Yeah, throw it in there and we'll shove them your way. Sorry, nudge. We'll nudge them.
And Top Whiskeys is saying it's nearly bedtime. They're 6 hours. It was 9:30.
See?
You're going to bed at 9:30.
Who does that?
I'll bet you even Sam Spears isn't getting ready for bed yet.
What does he say here? Sam says, make a note.
Make a note, people.
No samples,
from Banknote.
My tongue was on it a little bit. These are strong spirits. They kill everything.
Equal Opportunity Guns is joining in.
Wow. Last minute.
Dan E. I don't think we've called out Dan E. yet.
Dan's,
if we've missed you, we apologize.
Yeah, we did reference Dan.
Did we?
Well, I think so. You got a peated miniatures Ardmore.
Top Whiskeys. It's
Nice.
5 a.m. Where are you at? I thought you were in Scotland.
He's not in Scotland. What is that? Australia? I'm going to bet that's Australia.
You're
hoping it'll come in.
All right. Anyway, so Banknote at $20. I think it's worth it. I think it is good.
It's good. It does stand well against this. I'll
concede.
I agree. I will not concede.
Of course not.
I don't concede. I would stand firm. Used to see when I get in an argument with my son, it's just brutal around here.
Yeah.
Oh, flight to Spain tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Hence the early night.
Oh.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Fight for Sound. A good show, guys. Wish you the best. Thanks for tuning in. Haven't seen you before.
You.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up, I think.
Right. Well, we were hoping to get the link, but maybe they don't have it.
I think they're probably busy getting set up, I bet.
Sure.
I didn't see either. I haven't seen Eric or Roy comment if you're still here, if you're trying to get set up. We're closing her down, wrapping it up.
We'll hand it over, so you guys just look for their live show here. Whiskey Throttle. Does it taste better with Bart's saliva? Of course.
Let's see.
Yeah, give it a shot. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Better. Good stuff.
It's the same.
Same. Yeah. No better, no worse. That's all you can ask for. All right. Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
Banknote Cilantro, dummies.
Ooh, a little bit of Teacher's High Cream.
That is Teachers. Later, dudes.
See you guys.
And gals.
And girls.